This is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. I'm still trying to get myself together, y'all, this morning. I'm telling you, it's been a rough one. But guess what? It's never too rough for some positive vibes early in the morning. So let me get the day started by playing that shit. Because what? No matter how hard the day feels, guess what? We're going to have a...
Step one, wake up early, gonna rise.
Come on. Step two.
Get some good, some food in you.
Step three. What? Hey, So Blessed
Step four,
2021.
can everybody just do your
What?
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day. Come on in.
Today's gonna be a good
What?
day. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a
Happy
good
fucking
day.
Tuesday. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Set your affirmations, aspirations.
Hey.
Got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation.
Good morning.
Good food, good mood, blood in circulation.
Come on
One
in
step
here.
at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you
What?
take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I
To
make a mistake,
it's called education. I try to do this every day. It's called replication. What? Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good
Come
day.
on in.
Wake up.
It's Tuesday, y'all.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good
What?
day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. One day down, second day in. We could do this, y'all. Good morning, Pat. What?
You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, y'all. Negative thoughts are poison they rot.
Hey.
Head full of flaws, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap.
Come on in. Hey, Fire One. What? Hey. So I'ma fake it till I make it. Hey.
Positive thoughts are overtaken. I got patience.
What?
One day at a time. It's how you operate a cadence.
One day at a time. That's how you operate a cadence. What?
Stay away from all the shit
that causes temptation.
I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation.
What?
I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man.
Come on. Wake up. Grand rising, blissfully evolving. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Hey, Angel. Good morning. Yes, fit friend. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Today's gonna be a good motherfucking day. Right? I say that even when I don't think even when I don't feel like it's going to be a good day. Because listen, let's face it, we don't all wake up feeling the greatest every damn morning, right? We got to inject that positivity in us somehow. Chung, can you do me a favor and come close my door? I'm going to be dropping F-bombs and stuff, and I don't want my grandson to hear it so clearly. Thank you. All right. Good morning, Soulful BBW. Good morning, McCliver. Yes, Cheryl Lee, Grand Rising. Good morning. Angel said, I haven't posted, but I'm getting my workouts in. Well, listen, Angel, as long as you are getting your workouts in, that is what's important. Hashtag Fit Friends, y'all. Hashtag Fit Friends. It's so amazing how other people can inspire other people. This morning, I got a picture of AG walking, right? Early in the morning, AG Photography is out walking. Good morning, Frank. Good morning. He's out in the morning walking. Angel just jumped on here and said that she's working out even though she hasn't posted. Okay. Theo, I saw her post, her Never Skip a Monday post. All right. I put it in my story. I'm proud of y'all, right? Listen. Staying committed to your fitness goals is a challenge, right? Again, one of the things I don't do. Hey, protagonist, good morning. I don't count my calories and I don't weigh myself, right? But I just show up for myself on a daily basis, on the days that I commit to show up for myself, all right? And I'm proud of y'all. that y'all been showing up for yourselves also. Now, I don't know if any of you guys want to share, your journeys, but we're going to start putting out some challenges and stuff like that. And other people on here, like Yoga Girl Sai, who does yoga and stuff, she might have some challenges and shit for us to do as well. And so, my job has been kicking my ass lately, y'all. So I haven't had as much time to focus on Coffee with Friends. By the time my day ends, I don't want to think about shit. I don't. Right. And so I know I'm behind on a few things, but have faith. I'll get there. Hey, Glamour 47. In the meantime, in between time. All right. Yes, protagonist monitoring those likes. If you're coming in through YouTube, give me the thumbs up, y'all. Okay. And if you're coming in through IG, give me the hearts. I saw all the hearts flying by a minute ago. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. I'm moving a little bit slow this morning. Because I'm a little tipsy still from yesterday. I know yesterday was Monday, but working from home and you know, Monday, Friday, Saturday, same fucking difference to me at this point, right? And so I was drinking a little bit last night. I had some moonshine. Mm. I woke up this morning still feeling very moonshiny. So if you see my energy levels are iffy or slow, that's because I'm still tipsy. Hey, AG Photography. Good morning. Just talked about you. All right. Hey, Kev SD on Facebook, jumping around. Angel says, struggling with my mental health, y'all. Shoot up a prayer for me. Now, Angel, this is Coffee with Friends, and this is what we do. We talk about the mental health issues. We talk about how do we get through them? How do we manage them? So, y'all, Coffee with Friends, okay? We have a Coffee with Friends member on here that says she is struggling with her mental health. Please throw some prayers up for her. All right. And so, Angel, boo, my inbox. You could DM me, chat it out, whatever you need. Right. We have a certified life coach that joins our show. I don't know if she's on here yet, Theodora Carter, but she is a certified licensed coach, life coach, Angel, in the event that you want to reach out to someone on a more professional level and talk to someone to work through whatever you're going through. All right. And so we do pray for you, pray for your strength. And you know what? I commend you, Angel, for coming on here and admitting that. How many of us in the Black community go through shit and it affects our mental and we hide it because we're ashamed? We think we're always supposed to be strong. Mm-mm. Always thinking you're supposed to be strong is the very thing that could break you. All right. So the prayers are coming out from IG, Angel. AG said God has already delivered you from mental health in the name of Jesus. See? Okay. All the love is coming in. Protagonist said, I'm struggling with my mental health these days, but Angel, focus on the people who love you. We are the only ones that matter. Second person on this show has admitted that they're struggling with their mental health as well. Protagonist. When I be saying shit on here, it don't be for games when I say, the devil is busy. The devil is busy, y'all. Right? He gonna fuck with your mind. I don't know if it's a he or she or it. But the devil is busy. I just talked about this yesterday, how we sometimes look at ourselves and we go, I feel like I'm a good person. I don't deserve this. Why is the bad happening to me? And Angel, I know you wasn't on yesterday. Good morning, Sai Abdullah. I say that because I don't want to get the other yoga girl side confused. I just talked about this yesterday. And so, Angel and Protagonist, our prayers are with you. And we pray that your mental health, gets better. And I just talked about this yesterday. Don't worry when the bad shows up in your life. It has nothing to do with you deserving it, right? We all will be in a happy state and a good, like like we can be enjoying ourselves, be in a happy state, and the next minute here come the motherfucker devil with that fiery pitchfork and throw some bad in your way. Mm, prayers. Okay. Don't keep that shit in. That's the one thing I know. Protagonist, I see you unleashing on social media. Whatever you need to do to unleash those feelings, do it. Angel, find a comfort zone. Find a space. Write, journal, call somebody. When y'all are feeling like a little bit misplaced in the mental, pick up the phone, call somebody. Write down your thoughts. Find ways to manage that, but don't hide it. Definitely get help. Don't be ashamed. All right. The funny thing is that today's topic is what about me? What the fuck about me? Because yesterday we talked about, you know, you being in you focusing on yourself and and stop people pleasing. What happens when you stop people pleasing, right? We talked about that yesterday. And that's what leads me into what about me? So we're going to talk about that. Let that question marinate for a minute. What about me? Think about that, y'all. Each individual person on here, think about that question. What about me? What about me? Let that marinate for a few minutes. And then we're going to get into the topic of what I mean when I say what about me. All right. Angel said working out helps so much. I'm telling you, I can't emphasize that enough, y'all. That working out is for the mental as well as the physical. Hey, Uhu, good morning. Angel said working out helps so much. It's like the one thing I can control. It feels good. Yeah, I love it. I love it. This just another thing that solidifies that working out is for your mental as well as the physical. All right. There's some people in my life that I try to push to work out and they get frustrated with me because they don't want to. They don't feel like it. They're not motivated. But, the one reason why I try to push people to move is because, you don't, from experience, I've been through a lot, y'all. And through experience, the one thing that keeps me grounded is my physical activity. It is. And maybe it's what Angel said. Hey, yoga girl, Sai. Working out is the one thing she can control. And it feels good. And I love it. Keep doing that shit. All right? Keep doing that shit. All right. So, what about me? What about me? Wait a minute. The fuck? Uhu. Uhu said, at the Union Health doing blood work for the doctor, the pee cups look like shot glasses. They shrunk them. Those ain't for women. Fuck. Listen, they only need a little bit of pee. The pee cups have shrunk. All right. All right. What about me? I'm going to read the comments. Keep scrolling up the comments. Okay. I just wanted to touch base on the Brittany Griner thing really quickly, right? Because, I you, I got some crazy folks in my life, right? So I got a meme sent to me that said, and I don't know if I shared this with y'all yesterday. I'm a little bit tipsy still, so have patience with me. Um, Somebody sent me a meme and it said, this is how Brittany Griner would be sleeping if I was locked up. And it was Donald Duck knocked the fuck out with his mouth open. Why did I holler at that? Why did I laugh at that? Right? Because she would be sleeping real fucking hard if you or me were locked up the fucking Russia. I'm not saying stop fighting for her, but the fucking meme was funny. right? But also, when I posted about Brittany Griner the other day, um, a young woman came on my post and she reminded me, hey, E Hustle Productions, she reminded me that there's other people locked up in Russia, right? There's a gentleman named Mark Fogel. Okay. I'm just bringing this point up because we are a funny people. We are. Brittany Griner plays for the WNBA. Yes. And she plays for the Russian team, right? Uh, and we want them to let her the fuck go, right? But there's a gentleman, Mark Fogel, that got arrested for marijuana, okay, in June 2022, this year, June 17th, the article was posted, and I posted it on my page, so y'all can go take a look at it. He has a prescription from the doctor, right? But what he did research was if medicinal marijuana was legal in Russia, and it's not, right? So, people, I just want to say this. If you have your medical cards, your medicinal cards, and you are buying medicinal marijuana, right? Keep in mind when you travel, you have to learn, you have to go on these countries' sites and know their laws, okay? This gentleman carried 17 grams of marijuana into Russia. School teacher, okay, move his family to Russia to teach, okay, a U.S. citizen, 17 grams of marijuana, okay. He has been given, what did I write down? 17 years? Let me see. No, 14 years. He has been given 14 years for 17 grams. Is it 17 grams? Yeah. 17 grams of marijuana. I want to say this. Nobody is talking about this Mark Fogel guy, right? We're just focusing on Brittany. And I understand, why we're focusing on Brittany is because she's in the WNBA and she's famous. And Mark Fogel is a nobody to us, right? But that's sad, y'all. Because there's other motherfuckers sitting in that Russian prison and we ain't talking about them. We just talking about Brittany. But there's a man sitting in there too for 17 grams of weed, and he had a prescription. But when you think about it, they didn't read the laws going into Russia. So I just want to say to y'all, listen, y'all motherfuckers, yes, marijuana is legal in a lot of places, medicinally and recreationally, right? But if you are about to travel, understand the laws of the state you're traveling to and the countries you're traveling to. It is your responsibility to know the laws, all right? And so when I looked at that, I said, damn, Brittany got 9 years, but this guy got 14 years. Okay. There's another U.S. citizen sitting in Russia jail as well, but his motherfucking ass is in there. He's a U.S. Marine and he's in there for espionage. So that's some different shit, right? And the U.S. was like, oh, okay, the fuck. He got 17 years. All right. So I'm just here to say Russia is not playing. So I don't know now. I don't know if it's because of the war or what, right? Or if it's just the way Russia is. But y'all motherfuckers be careful out there, all right? I just needed to tell y'all that. All right. She is not the only US of A citizen sitting in a Russian jail. All right. Within these past two years or so. All right. So protagonist said, I had people say, call me if you want to vent. And then that made me feel like this. Am I a good person if I only call to vent, but I don't call for small talk? Wow. You know what, protagonist? At least you said that to yourself. Because a lot of motherfuckers, they don't even ask themselves that. They don't. They don't ask themselves that. They just, but listen, then you got to ask yourself this, protagonist, the person that said, call me if you want to vent, is that a friend? Because really and truly, friends don't need you to call and do small talk all the time. Not real friends, not true friends. I don't talk to my friends, some of my friends, for months. And if I call these motherfuckers and go, baby, I need to vent, they listen. And same. Same. But the mere fact that you asked yourself that question, protagonist, I can respect that. Yoga Girl Sai said, Angel and protagonist, I'm offering a separate private meditation session. Meditation helps as well. Walking in the sunlight and exercise can help as well. Exercise releases endorphins. Try it. Okay. Well, Angel does exercise, so we know her endorphins are being released. And protagonist, I haven't seen you post your gym workouts lately. I know your mind is a bit distracted, but get back to it. All right. Great advice, Yoga Girl Sai. I appreciate that. All right. Um, Juanita said, Hey girl, if you need a smile, you could call me. It would help me smile too. I love it. Exactly, Angel. 17 grams isn't even a lot. But look at Brittany Griner. She had a whole pen. And her pen wasn't THC, it was CBD, right? And so 9 years for Brittany and 14 years for this other guy. But we're not even talking about him. Mm. You know, I might not visit Russia. That might be one of the places that I might not visit because I don't the fuck. I don't want to mess the fuck up. You know what I mean? All right, y'all. What about me? What do I mean in that question? What about me? And this is an interesting topic because it's a spinoff really from yesterday's topic where I talked about, people pleasing and putting yourself first and what that looks like at the end of the day, right? What about when you get to the point in your friendships or your relationships and you start asking yourself, what about me? Has anybody ever gotten to the point where they have asked themselves, what about me? Like again, I put so many people before me. What about me? Right? Focusing and taking the time to yourself can cause strain on other relationships. How do you balance? So, yesterday we talked about people pleasing and we talked about being able to set boundaries and we talked about focusing and putting yourself first, right? But then we have to deal with the exterior relationships while we're doing that, right? And so to avoid hurting them and to avoid continuing to hurt us, okay? How do we balance taking time for yourself without causing strain on other relationships? Food for thought, okay? Think about that for a minute. McCliver said the USA is working on a prisoner swap, the benefits of being famous. Yes, they are working on a prisoner swap, but what about for Mark Fogel? He's not famous. He's a school teacher that has 17 grams of marijuana on him and a prescription. Okay. And a prescription. I want to say 17 grams. I don't think it was 17 ounces, but I could be wrong. I did say that I'm a little hungover this morning, right? But the story is on my Facebook page. Y'all can go ahead and go read it and make sure I have the weight of the marijuana correct. I believe it's 17 grams. I don't want to believe if it's 17 ounces, then that's a lot. Okay. I don't remember. All right. What about me? Focusing on and taking the time to yourself causes strain on other relationships. How do you balance? When people say this to you, what is your response? Has anybody ever said to you, what about me? What about me? I remember saying that to a couple of people and they looked at me like I was crazy. Like they didn't understand that question. Like, what about me? What about my feelings? What about me? Okay. And this person looked at me like I was motherfucking crazy. Like I threw him the fuck off guard. And he had to think about that shit for a minute. You ever have so many demands on you, for your time, the things that people need you to do, the way they need you to feel about them, everything, right? And you wake up one day and you go, damn it, I am pouring all of everything I got on everybody else. But what about me? What about me? Right? When people say this to you, or when you say this to somebody else, what is the feeling behind that? What about me? I know when I said it, at one point in my life. The feeling was, I'm neglected. How did I get here? How did I neglect myself this way? Hey, Green Eyed Leo, good morning. Oh, this topic is for you, I am Jacinta. Good morning, Mother. Good morning. All right. Hey, Hearts of Fire, good morning. All right. What about me? The other thing is when you need to focus on yourself, but these other people, this friend, your man, your cousin, your sibling, right? When you say, what about me, whether you said it out loud or to yourself, that is the point that you realize that you need to make a change in your life. You need to start putting you first. I talked about this yesterday. This is an extension of yesterday's conversation. And the reason why I'm elaborating on this is because I'm at the what about me stage in my life. For real, in real true life story. Right? You know, when you have been a caretaker as long as I have been, you get to the point where I don't fucking want to caretake no more. What about me? And then other people look at you and they say, "Oh, she's selfish." Why what about me now becomes me being selfish? I have been a caretaker from the beginning of time. I was responsible for that. I stood in it. I owned it and I did what I needed to do. Right? But I'm at the stage in my life at double nickels where I'm asking, what about me? Don't wait until you double nickels to ask, what about me? Because I'm going to tell you, when you get to that point and you start asking, what about me? Motherfuckers are going to look at you like you crazy because it's been about everybody else all this time. That's what they got used to. You know how we say, train motherfuckers how to treat you? Right? But we trained these motherfuckers that they were first. That me to me didn't matter first. I was not priority. They were. Anything they needed, whatever they wanted, it was priority and I allowed it. I taught these motherfuckers that. So now when you get to the stage in your life when you go, what about me? Now you got to relearn shit. You got to teach yourself that you first. It's okay to not want to be a caretaker anymore. It's okay to want to focus completely on you. But what is not okay is when other motherfuckers look at you like you crazy because you are asking the question, what about me? Then you got to ask yourself, who are these people in my life that when I ask, what about me, they looking at me like I'm crazy? Start assessing your circle. Okay? They need you to be what they need you to be for them, right? You know, I have been in situations in my life, right? Where my life has not been stable, right? And people still had the expectations of me showing up for them. And I've gotten into arguments with people that felt like I was being selfish because I stopped showing up for them. But what they didn't realize was, I wasn't even showing up for my fucking self. But they didn't care about that. They only cared when I showed up for them. Mm. Yoga Girl Sai said, I don't have any what about me relationships. Don't remember when I've had those feelings of neglect. That's beautiful. I am Jacinta said, listen, y'all, I had to isolate myself from some of my friends and family because I was going through some deep stuff. In the midst of it all, I had to ask myself, what about me and my peace? I feel you, I am Jacinta. This is where I'm at in my life right now. What about me? Right? And you start to look around you and you start to realize that some of the people in your life, they don't even care what about you. You thought they did. You thought they did, but they did as long as you gave them what they needed, right? But the moment you stop showing up for them because you're trying to show up for yourself and they change, they get upset, they have an issue with you, you got to reassess the people in your life that don't allow you to take the time for yourself, that don't allow you to show up for yourself. What about me? Right? And I find that a lot of women that are deemed strong ask themselves this question, right? What about me? Because women that are deemed independent and strong and have been surviving and shit like that, a lot of motherfuckers, including friends and family, they don't check up on them. They don't ask them if they're okay. They don't ask them if they need anything. But they are the person that gets the phone call. I need this. Can you do this? Can you so and blah, 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 blah. They're not thinking of you and what you might need. So I am Jacinta. Being that you just isolated yourself from your friends, some of your friends and family, how did that help you focus more on yourself? And how did you welcome in that peace? What did that process look like? Okay. Thank you, Amazon 46 Triple D. I got some more thumbs up is needed on YouTube. Okay. Hey, Mishi Boo. McCliver said, well, that sounds like a church well. Well. Like, preach, pastor, preach. All right. I am Jacinta said, I stopped doing for everyone and finally focused on me. It's been a beautiful feeling thus far. How did that affect the relationships with the other people? When you started focusing on yourself, right? And not so much putting your family and your friends first. How did that affect the relationships in your life? I'm asking. All right. And my next question is, do these people think of your happiness? Do you think they think of your happiness, or do you think that they just take it for granted that you are capable of giving them everything they need from you and still maintaining your life? Do you think that these very same people care about your happiness? What about me? Right? I've had to question people in my life, in my life over the years. I always go through an assessment of the people in my life. And I always say you don't know the sustainability of your relationship until it's gone through several different phases, right? Everybody's got the happy phase, right? And then there's the fuck you, bitch, I'm mad at you right now phase, right? And then it's the one friend is going through relationship issues and they need to take some time, right? There's various phases in relationships, all types of relationships. You don't get to know someone in a year. It's not about the time. It's about the various phases that people go through and how they act through those various phases in your life. The one thing that I noticed is that some of my friends in my circle, not really family so much, but my friends, I've had issues where, during times when maybe I was in between jobs or I was, having relationship issues or my son was in the hooscow or whatever the case may be, I'm fighting with one of my sons. Well, at the time, he only had one baby mama, right? Because he in the hooscow and I want to see my grandchild. I had a lot of shit going on. A lot of shit going on. Moved out of my house. Whole house that was mine. Left my man behind, packed up, called the moving company, just moved into a whole nother apartment. I was broken. And I had a set of friends at that time that only cared about when am I going to come visit them? How come I don't make time for them on the phone anymore? Why I'm not doing stuff with them? And I was like, what? I didn't understand it. And I was like, is this person crazy? Like, do they see my life? Do they see the changes that I'm going through in my life? They saw it, but it didn't matter. They still needed me to keep the same temperament in our friendship as I always had, but I didn't have it in me. I was left asking myself, what about me? I was lost. I was broken. And this friend didn't understand that. And then they turned around and called me selfish. How can you be selfish when you decide to focus on yourself? I Am Jacinta said, I actually told some of them what I was going through. You think they reached out to check up on me? That part. That motherfucking part. That fucking part. That motherfucking part. That part. This is when I Am Jacinta. You got to start going through your list of folks and weaning these motherfuckers out. Okay? I pay attention to shit like that. I'm going through shit. You're not calling and checking on me to see what the fuck I'm dealing with, but you still need me to be what you need me to be for you. And I can't show up for myself. And you not even taking the time to pour into me. What do I mean by that? Fucking check up on me. It's okay to be selfish. I'm learning. Pat said, I put myself first. I have been called selfish, mean, harsh, uppity, and so on. Yet when they need something, here they come. We cannot listen to the noise. By the way, I'm a very nice person. Yes, you are, Pat. I know you personally. I hadn't known you for long, but my mother has known you practically all her life. And yes, you seem to be you've always been nice to me, around me. It's what I've seen, it's what I've experienced. But I can also tell you have boundaries. And that's a good thing. I didn't learn to put boundaries in place. I learned as experiences fell on my lap and I was like, oop, this need a boundary. Oop, that need a boundary. Oop, this needs a boundary. It ain't never too late. See, mother said, Pat, you are a very nice person. Love it. McCliver said, well, what you are describing, friends using you to benefit themselves, those are not true friends. You know, that's the painful part. In some cases, Clive, yes, I agree. In other cases, what I found out in some of my friendships and some of the things I've grown more sensitive to since I've started Coffee with Friends is understanding that people operate based on their experiences and based on childhood traumas, right? And the one thing I learned about the friend that I was having this issue with was she had abandonment issues, you know, shit like that she needed to unpack. Years later, we were able to address this. Well, not years, maybe a year or so after we got over rocky grounds. And today we even have the conversation and we laugh at it a little bit because we be like, oh my God, remember when you got on my fucking nerves because you still needed me to show up and I couldn't show up for my fucking self? And she's like, yeah, I was wrong. There's growth there. And I appreciate that shit, even though it didn't happen at the time I needed it. The mere fact that she got it eventually means that she's going to handle relationships going forward better. Johnny said, I don't let people get that close to me. I am a reliable person, but I'm not bending over backwards trying to help you out. I'm not a bad person for saying no. And so I'm glad you said that. No, you are not a bad person for saying no. No has always been very difficult for me, right? And I don't know why. No has always been very difficult for me. I hate to disappoint people, and that's why the topic yesterday and today is so very close to me, because I don't know. These are things that I'm trying to unpack, right? But lately, you know, I've been navigating my life a little bit differently, and it feels good. You know why? Because I've asked myself, what about me? And now that's what the fuck I'm focusing on, me. And I want to say this to those that watch me, those that are my friends, those that are my family, that this is not personal. It's not, right? But I got to put me first. That's it and that's all. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong, Johnny Leon Hill, like you said, in saying no. You're not a bad person for saying no. I am Jacinta said at Johnny, but is that fear that you don't open up to someone you call friends? Great. Come on, I am Jacinta. Great question. Johnny said, I don't let people get that close to me. And I am Jacinta said, is that fear you don't open up to someone you call friends? Is it fair? Like, I have people in my life that I can vent to, right? Because a lot of times I got things going on in my mind. Like, I'm really unpacking a lot of shit, right? And I keep a lot of shit inside. And so sometimes if things are on my mind, right? And I want to say it out loud, and you're my friend and I trust you, I'm going to say it out loud. It's not that I expect you to have an answer for me, right? It's not that I'm asking you for help, right? Sometimes you just got to get the shit out, right? It's in my mind and I need to say it out loud. And that's what I do with my friends. I do. So, Johnny, the question that I am Jacinta asked is a good question. And Johnny said, at I am Jacinta, I reach if I need to be I reach out if I need to, because I understand that when I'm going through something, I can be prideful and think I can do it myself. But the friends I know that can pour back into me, I'll talk to them. All right. So you have your core set of friends that you do get close to, because originally you said you don't get close to anyone, but you do have a core set of friends that you do talk to at a deep level. Hey, Ghost. Good morning. Uhu said, I'm called selfish even though I bend over backwards to help. That's why I don't ask anyone for anything. I either go without or get it myself. Ooh, you hit a point, a soft point in me. You're called selfish even when I bend over backwards to help. Now, I've never been called selfish, right? But I've been held to the fire for not showing up for someone, right? Even though I've showed up for them a million times before, right? Not doing something for someone, even though I did it for them 1,000 times before. Okay. And I've gotten to the point where, you know, people say things about me because they needed something from me and I didn't give it to them. But they don't focus on all the other times that like, oh, ooh, who said bent over backwards and did shit for them. They don't focus on that. They only focus on the one time you couldn't show up for them, or the two times you couldn't show up for them, or the one or two times you did some shit to them. You got to assess your relationships, right? I am Jacinta said, first, I had to forgive myself for allowing this into my space. Then I got to define how I wanted the relationship to look moving forward. Come through. Angel, are you getting this shit? Protagonists. Okay, we got people on here battling some mental health issues right now. And I Am Jacinta is huh, dropping her truth on here. You know, I always say when people share their truth, their story, it can help somebody else because people like to know that they're not by themselves in their struggles. All right. And so when you said you had to forgive yourself first, I Am Jacinta, that is key. Apologize, baby girl, to yourself. Now, I posted a video using a soundbite that said, if you see me out here living my best life, I'm apologizing to me. Okay, I'm apologizing to me. Point blank and period. All right. Okay. And so you're right, I Am Jacinta. The first person you need to apologize to is your fucking self. Okay. I Am Jacinta said, I think some people don't know how to have hard conversations with their friends. Hard conversations without being mean, nasty, and arguing. Just hard conversations. You're right. That's a big one. Some people don't know how to have the hard conversations with their friends. Mm. Yoga Girl Side said, I make sure the relationship is balanced from the point of reciprocity and healthy interactions. I let a relationship go where it'll go. Yeah. Okay. Listen, Georgie, I'm hung over. You see my energy levels. I done showed my ass last night, had some moonshine, and I'm tipsy. My stomach is bubbling. All kind of shit is happening to me right now behind this microphone. I was jamming to some good fucking music last night and just a sipping. And I woke up this morning and was like, oh, baby, help me. Help me. So, Georgie, I understand your ass being the fuck tired. All right. Yoga Girl Side said, some friends can't handle hard conversations. You and I Am Jacinta said the same shit. Angel said, I'm still here in the shower after my workout. Okay. I love it. I just wanted to make sure you were getting this. Yoga Girl Side said, I've tried that with a former best friend. To this day, she still surrounds herself with people who use her and let her operate from a point of imbalance. They take care of her poor behavior. I love her like a sister, but I can't have her in my life. Wow. Loving someone and not being able to have them in your life. Wow. What does that look like? Because it's possible. I Am Jacinta says sometimes it's not about only offering empathy. Listen up, y'all. These are coming from people's true experiences. Sometimes it's not about only offering empathy. I feel sorry for a lot of things. Let's get to the core of things. Yeah. That's deep, I Am Jacinta. So deep. So deep. Okay. I Am Jacinta said at Johnny Leon Hill, are you sometimes afraid or taken back of how they would respond? Great question. Oh, I love the interaction this morning. Great question. Are you sometimes afraid or taken aback of how they would respond? Okay. Fire and One said, I don't vent, nor do I talk to people. I just jump in my boat and I'm going with the wind. Can you come pick me up? The fuck? I want to be going with the wind too. These curls move in the wind. The fuck? I love boats. See? And see how people in my life be living the vida loca with boats and shit, and they don't swing by and pick your ass up. We got water over here in New Jersey. You could just drive the shit over here. The fuck? Okay. Georgie says she was up all night, picked up her army friend, got to the house at 11:50, and still did her isolation videos. I'm fucking dead. Yoga Girl Sai said, "What does it look like? It hurts. It still hurts." That was to the question of what does it look like loving someone but not being able to have them in your life? What does that fucking look like? Yoga Girl Sai said, "It hurts. It still hurts." How do you heal from something like that, Sai? That's very interesting. How do you heal from something like that? I, I am to say at Johnny, the reason why I asked is because me and my husband just had this convo yesterday. Would love your feedback on that question. I can't wait till he give the feedback myself. Hey, Lisa. Good morning, Damaris. I am Jacinta said, let's be real. Do we always give 100% in all of our relationships? Oh, damn it. That's a whole fucking topic. That's a great question. Do we, I think at one point I am Jacinta, you know, that's a tricky question. I want to say yes. But I also want to say that things change in a relationship where 100% starts to drop down to 90%, 80%. What I mean by that is if you get into a relationship, and you start out, trust, everything is there, you're showing up for each other, y'all love each other, right? You giving it what you say is your all, right? And then one of the partners turns around and hurts the other partner somehow some kind of hurt, cheat, lied, didn't show up for them, whatever the case may be. I think that affects the 100%. I do. I think hurt changes the dynamics of the percentage of what people give in relationships. I also think that the older we get, right? Like, I don't know, like, at this point, with a man in his 50s, after all his experiences and maybe all his trust issues and these things, will he be willing to give me 100%? Or will he be guarded? Will he have a wall up? A lot of us are walking around with walls. Who has their wall completely down? Anybody on here? Because I'm thinking that at my age, right? My man, I want to believe he's going to try to give me 100%. But I also am thinking about reality, trust issues he's had from past relationships, shit like that might creep in and deduct from that 100%. I can't with you, Georgie. It's up to 3 now. I really love, I don't drive for nothing, especially at night. I love it that y'all are having a great time. All right. Pat said, how about friends cannot accept the hard conversations? They think you're mean or that you don't care. Pat, hard conversations don't have to be, the delivery still matters, right? A lot of times people, they think hard conversations are you being, rah, 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 right? You don't have to be to have a hard conversation, right? And then other people think, I'm calm, I'm not yelling. So why you think I'm being disrespectful or rude? It don't have nothing to do with you yelling. Okay? The delivery is everything. Hard conversations can be had, but we got to keep in mind the delivery means everything. We don't have to deliver it fucked up, right? We can be respectful and have these hard conversations. We can. But some people think that because they're being honest with you, that the way they came across in communication to you should be accepted. And I call bullshit. I am one that can deal with a lot of hard conversations, but you're not going to do it disrespectfully. You're not. So, yes, there are friends that can accept hard conversations and they might think you're mean, but also you have to be conscious of your delivery of these conversations. People have feelings and people are dealing with a lot, healing from a lot. Give people grace. Present these hard conversations, but do it in a respectable manner. Yoga Girl Side said, I would rather it hurt than have her in my life. But that's a good question. I don't know how to completely heal from it because this is an open wound, right? It's an open wound. It falls under the realm of letting people go and just being okay with it. You might you might never rekindle that friendship, but you got to figure out how to heal from that shit. I don't know how, but we all out here learning together. Okay. I am Jacinta said, sometimes we don't have anything to give. Woo! Baby. So let me ask this question. I am Jacinta says, sometimes we don't have anything to give. This was after she asked, let's be real. Do we always give 100% in our relationships? This is how I feel. And this is probably why a lot of people are single right now. Right? I don't know. I don't have the factual answers, but this is just my little injection of my opinions, right? You know, a lot of people are probably single because of that. Motherfuckers just don't got shit to give. They don't. Outside of the dick and the kitty cat, some people don't have much more to give. That's where we gotta heal, y'all. Shirley says sometimes you can give unconditional love to those you want in your life by compartmentalizing and just knowing what they are capable of. Usually it's that way because they haven't done shadow work. Mm, mm. Hey Theodora Carter, listen. Theodora, good morning. Okay? We needed you early this morning. We got people on here struggling a little bit. And I called out your business. You are a life coach. That's what you are. Some folks might need you. Okay. Johnny Leon Hill said at I Am Jacinta, I used to care. I don't anymore. People choose what they can handle from who they want to handle it from. People are used to a certain level of access to you, but when you guard yourself, they take it as a personal attack against them. But it's not you choosing, but it's you choosing you first. If they are not accepting that, then the relationship is unbalanced. Did y'all hear what the fuck Johnny said? He said, people choose what they can handle from who they want to handle it from. People are used to a certain level of access to you. People are used to a certain level of access to you. But when you guard yourself, they take it as a personal attack on them. That's selfish. Now, that's some selfish shit because it ain't got shit to do with them. It's you putting yourself first. Did y'all hear this motherfucking deuce that he dropped? Whoop. How many people in my life have felt personally attacked because I chose me? I can't choose me. That's what you're saying? I can't choose me. If it's not benefiting you and you're not a part of it, then you feel personally attacked. But what about me? What about me? Georgie said, we met in Iraq. She walked through the desert with me once to see my baby daddy while we were deployed. On guard, we were walking on flat sand with no real landmarks for like 3 hours in Kuwait. Damn. That's a friendship. The fuck? Thank you, Pat. You know that's my saying. Pat said, I think it's better to leave and hurt a few months than to stay and hurt for the rest of your life. That's my saying. I told y'all that plenty of times on here. When I leave relationships, I say to myself, I would rather cry for 6 months than to cry for the rest of my life. Somebody asked me one time, why 6 months? I don't know. But I figured if I gave myself 6 months of grace, of snot-nosed tears, then that's okay, right? And then I'm going to snap the fuck out of it and move the fuck on. Okay? This is why when I meet people and I hear that they just got out of a relationship, okay? I don't I try not to create a deep relationship with them. If I think I really really like them, I'll walk away because I'm a relationship type person. But I think everybody needs a period of time in between relationships to heal, right? And so I give myself 6 months to snot nose cry. The fuck? And I didn't start dating until about a year after I was separated. Okay. Um, Yoga Girl Size said, okay, have a great day. Oh, it's 9:02, y'all. You see how the time goes by? All right. Um, Good morning. I'm sorry. I need a little bit more rest this morning. Well, Theo, don't be sorry. We just talked about that. What about me? Take all the time you need. Folks know how to get in touch with you. If you need a certified life coach in your life, Theodora Carter, 428, follow her on IG, hit her bio, and get all her information. What you guys discuss is separate from Coffee with Friends. That's separate business. All right. That's confidential. All right. So get your mentals in order. Reach out for the help. All right. It's there. Theodora Carter, 428. Hit the link in her bio. Follow her on IG. Glamour 47 said, also hard being there for someone who wants to remain stuck in the hurt place. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one, Glamour. Also hard being there for someone who wants to remain stuck in a hurt place. It's 9:02, but that just, I have to say something to that. I know someone that I want to say, we're not as close as we used to be. And guys, don't beat me up over this. You ever have a friend that complains about being in a relationship, a bad relationship, over and over and over again, like with their significant other, right? And they keep saying they're going to leave or they're going to get a divorce. And then another year passes by and they're still saying they're going to leave. They're going to get a divorce. Then 2 more years pass by and they're going to leave and they're going to get a divorce and they're looking for a place. And then 3 more years pass by. I got tired, y'all. When the person started talking, I was like, whatever. You ain't never leaving. I don't believe the person ever leaving it. Like, I got sick of hearing about it. I did. I got tired because I was like, you can find a place. You can leave. Years pass and you still trying to leave. So you're right. When you ask the question, do you think, it's hard being there for someone who wants to remain stuck in a hurt place? Hey, Brandilla. Ugh. Wow. I am just to say, if you in your healing season, you should ask yourself these type of questions like, what about me? What makes me happy? Why am I doing the work? Right? And that's what I ask myself. What about me? And I'm making changes on that. Right? So I can stop asking myself, what about me? Right? What makes me happy? I'm unpacking that shit now. One of the things that makes me happy is being me. Right? I've allowed people to come into my life and try to tone me down. No, people act like they love the energy that I give until they get with me. And then they be like, no, no, no. You need to calm that low energy down. No, no more. What makes me happy is being me, being RAW, period. Whatever that fucking looks like, whatever that means. But doing it in a way where I don't disrespect my partner. Okay? Why am I doing the work? I'm doing the work because I want to be a better person for myself. I want to show up for myself better. I want to be better for my brothers and sisters in my community. I want to be a better mom, a better grandmother, right? I think I'm a great mom. I think I'm a great grandmother, but I'm still growing, right? I want to be a better lover, a partner, right? This is why I'm doing it because we can't be better if we're not asking ourselves, what about me? And we're not unpacking the shit that we need to unpack. Great questions. Great questions. Glamour, join the club. We all dealing with it. The fuck? I threw this topic up there and people were like, what? Hey, that's me. So imagine how many people are out here asking, what the fuck about me? Mm. You know, Coffee with Friends. Hey, Chef You, good morning. I appreciate you guys joining in on Coffee with Friends. Y'all know I love you motherfuckers. I show up here to fuck for free. If you join on IG, come in here with the hearts. All right. If you join on YouTube, give me the thumbs up. I want to say, y'all, that I want y'all to walk away today with a message. Okay. And ask yourself, what about me? And then do a self assessment of the people in your life. Right. And figure out if those people give you grace and allow space for you to focus on you. If you find yourself in relationships where people are they just have these expectations and they need you to do everything they need you to do, but they're not thinking about how you show up for yourself, then you got to ask yourself, do you have balance? Do you have balance? Do you have proper balance? I'm not talking about balance across your friends. I'm talking about, do you have proper balance? Are you doing your self care? Are you showing up for your fucking self? And then for everybody else. What about me? And so with that, y'all, this was Coffee with Friends. And this is fucking Tuesday, y'all. You know, I started out talking about hashtag Fit Friends. And I just want to end by saying this, right? I want to end by saying this, y'all. I'm proud of you motherfuckers again on the hashtag Fit Friends movement. Like, I see y'all out there working out and making moves. And even if you don't post every day, the mere fact that you come here and you share your fitness goals and the things that you want to do, because listen, mental and physical, it goes together, right? So even when you don't post every day, all right, and you come on here and you share that you worked out, or maybe you didn't post because you didn't feel like working out. That's okay too. Give yourself grace. All right. But when I see you guys posting up and shit and loving up on yourselves, I'm going to take a snapshot of that shit and I'm going to share it. Right? Because we need this. We need to love up on ourselves. And the physical activity is a part of that. I love you guys. Okay. I can't believe I made it through a whole show and I'm dizzy. I'm fucking hung over, y'all. For real. You are welcome. I am Jacinta. Chef You said, definitely not showing up for myself. Well, now you got a message today, Chef You. You got a message today. If you didn't know before today that you wasn't showing up for yourself, you just admitted it now. And now you have to figure out, now what? Now what? Now that you know you're not showing up for yourself, now what? What are you going to do about that? What about me? Mm. Yes, Uhu, part of your fitness is getting healthy. All of us. All right. And with that, y'all, click the link in my bio. It'll take you across all my platforms. Follow me on Facebook, IG, TikTok, YouTube. If you go to YouTube, make sure you subscribe. That's right. Work on you, Chef You. Do the work. Make sure you subscribe and you hit the bell so that when I go live, you know I'm fucking going live. All right. If you join on Facebook, give me the thumbs up, the like, say some shit. If you join on YouTube, you know, beyond hitting subscribe and the bell, give me the thumbs up. All right. You know, this is fucking Tuesday, y'all. We in it, day 2. All right. My fitness goal for today is what? Yesterday I took a 20-minute class, and I always take a 5 or 10-minute cool down class. I'm hungover today. So let me think. I know I'm getting on the bike. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. All right. But I'm definitely getting on the bike today. Normally I by Tuesday or Wednesday, I do a 30-minute with the arms included. I don't know if I got that energy in me. I'm going to give myself grace. So I might just do a 20-minute ride today. All right. And a 5-minute or a 10-minute cool down. That's okay. These are days like this is what I talk about. When you don't feel like it, still do it anyway. Just do a lighter workout, you know, a shorter time period, something, but move the body. All right. If you got time to go out, hang out with your friends and do little odds and ends and shit, you got 20 minutes for yourself. All right. And with that, y'all, I'm going to give y'all the vibes going out because, you know, I got to bring you in on the vibes and I got to take you out on the vibes. And listen, no matter how bad you feel, when you ask yourself this question, what about me? That's when you know you got to start doing the work. And in the meantime, between time, I say this.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
No matter how low, how slow, and when there's very little hope, you can still motherfucking go. Every day, there's 2 people that came on here today and admitted that they're struggling with their mental health. I'm proud of you motherfuckers. All right. Listen, many of us have tackled mental health issues. All right. You can still go. Get the help that you need. Journal. That's something that Theodora Carter always tells me. Journal, journal, journal. Write your thoughts down. Okay? Write down what hurts you. Write down what changes you want to make in your life. When you start asking yourself the question, what about me? Do the work. All right? Do the work. All right? Show up for yourself. All right? Hey, go, go, go. And with that, y'all, I'm out. This was Coffee with Friends, and I'm raw to the bone, and peace. Hey. Go, 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 go.